Hi ninjas, and welcome to another visual guide of Sekiro. After defeating Yobu, you gain an item called the Mechanical Barrel, which lets you begin making upgraded versions of the Shinobi Prosthetic's base tools you get for free after bringing their base items. These versions need to be bought with crafting materials, and some need special items in addition to complete them. In this video I will show where to find these materials. In order to ease up item acquisition, ring the demon bell in the Senpo Temple area and or use Amiibo Balloon of Possession before starting to kill the enemies to increase the drop rate. The guide on how to find the demon bell is linked in the description below. Also in the Senpo Art skill tree, you can find Virtuous Deed skill for 3 skill points and Most Virtuous Deed for 4 skill points, which both increase your drop rate. Once you defeat the true monk and get the dragon's tally board, many merchants will have unlimited stocks on some of the basic materials in their shops for the remainder of the game and new game pluses. As you defeat bosses, the drop items and drop rates from enemies start to increase. Notably, defeating Genjidarou and the Guardian Ape make a difference in the drop item variety. First up is Scrap Iron. This is the most common item needed for the starting level upgrades, as well as the majority of the tools in the list. This item can be farmed from the bandits at Hirata Estate and many other enemies as well, such as the Spear Adept monks and the blue-robed elite samurai. Later on, once you defeat Genjidarou, it starts dropping from the Ashina soldiers as well. Also, if you talk to Anayama and progress his quest up until you need to eavesdrop the samurai behind the Ashina castle to learn they need salt, tell this to Anayama, rest, and his stocks will have scrap iron. Next up is Black Gunpowder. The first place to get this is at Ashina outskirts from the first gunman behind Anayama, but this is only one time. Afterwards, you can go buy this from Anayama after completing the previously mentioned quest, but you can farm it at Hirata Estate from the bandits, from the gunmen at the Sunken Valley and the gun fort, or from the fist and bomb throwing monks at Senpo Temple. The next item is Scrap Magnetite. The earliest you can farm this as a rare drop from the monkeys in Senpo Temple, where from the temple grounds idle, head down to right towards the broken bridge. Later in the game, when the Ashina castle is attacked first, you can get this fairly easier from the red armored samurai, and it also drops very easily from the purple ninjas, but the easiest drop rate is from the 2 twin-bladed monks at the Senpo Temple's main hall entrance. Use a Gachin Sugar or Gachin Spirit Fall, sneak behind either of the monks, deathblow them, and use Bloodsmoke Ninjutsu in order to deathblow the second one as well. Up next is Yellow Gunpowder. This item drops from the bomb thrower monks at Senpo Temple and also from the purple ninjas at Ashina Castle when it gets attacked. You can also farm this from the Sunken Valley gunmen at the gun fort with the demon bell on and Amiibo Balloon of Possession active, but if it does not drop, progress the day to evening or night by killing main bosses if you are too early on. Next we look at Lump of Fat Vax. This item can be best farmed from the unarmed monks in Senpo Temple and also from the nobles at Fountainhead Palace. Use the golden vortex to instantly kill them and get them to drop better loot. Be sure to use Amiibo Balloon of Possession before you start killing these enemies. Next we have Adamantite Scrap. This item can be farmed in the later stages of the game at the second Hirata Estate from the purple ninjas. The guide on how to access the second Hirata Estate is linked in the description below. From the main hall idol, crouch under the porch to your right and proceed to the other side of the building. From here, wall jump and grab onto the ledge to get to the roof and stealth deathblow all the ninjas on the roof. If you did not get the second Hirata Estate open, fear not, for there are multiple purple ninjas in the invaded Ashina castle. Also with the demon bell on, you can get the twin blade monks outside the main hall to sometimes drop adamantite scrap as well. Now we look at Lump of Grave Vax. This item is found rarely, and you can farm this from the nobles at Fountainhead Palace. The easiest location is at the start of the area with the 3 nobles in the first building that have no guards, but if fighting is no problem, then teleport to the flower viewing stage idle and head to the area behind you. Be sure to have the demon bell on or the virtuous deed unlocked. There is also a rare chance that the bomb thrower monks at Senpo Temple near the temple ground idol drop Grave Vax while it is nighttime and you have the demon bell on and Amiibo Balloon of Possession active. You can also find Grave Vax by defeating the Mist Noble in the Ashina Depths in Fountainhead Palace within the Noble Courtyard's leftmost building, underneath the sunken house in the lake in Fountainhead Palace where the old lady is standing on, and by giving the Red Carp Eyes to Dojun in the abandoned dungeon. The Red Carp Eyes can be found when you dive in the lake in Mibu village and kill the carp with the glowing red eyes. Fulminated Mercury is the hardest item to farm as it is dropped only in the endgame as a rare drop. This item drops only as a very rare drop with the Demon Bell on from the Sunken Valley gunmen in the Poison Pool and in the Gunfort regions, but also when the Interior Ministry has attacked and set Ashina Castle ablaze that this item drops from the Red Samurai. However, you can find this item as loot from several locations. First is at the bottom of the poison area in the Sunken Valley. From the Riven Cave Idol, head up to the valley and grapple down to the bottom. Now head to the very end past the two-bladed white monkey, and next to the wall in the poison is one Fulminated Mercury. Next, if you have the second Hiratai state unlocked, you will find one right after the area where you fight Masanaga the Spearbearer. Also, after killing Juzo, head into the main building and go to the left hallway close to the secret door to find one. After Ashina Castle has been set ablaze, you find one at the middle of the big staircase leading up to the castle in an alcove in the right side. Same time in Ashina Reservoir, you find one behind the 7 Ashina Spears, Shume Masaji Oniwa. During the final invasion in Ashina Outskirts where the first Chain Ogre used to be, you find one. And then a bit further in the housing area where the Interior Ministry encampment is, you find one near the Patrolling Ogre next to a cannon. And finally, the last material is the Lapis Lazuli. This item cannot be farmed at all and needs to be acquired from 3 different locations. In a single playthrough you can acquire a maximum of 6 pieces, so you'll have to start a new game plus to get all upgrades unlocked. First you gain 1 after defeating the Shichimen warrior at the Fountainhead Palace underneath the waterfall. Next you can buy 2 from Pot Noble Koremori in the Fountainhead Palace with 6 Treasure Carp scales, or Pot Noble Harunaga if he becomes the next Great Carp. You can find Pot Noble Koremori by grappling up to a small cave in the right when viewed from the top building in the palace area. If you have the palace grounds idol unlocked, then from there enter the building and then come out of the door in the left. Then from there head right onto the waterfall and look for a grapple point on the glyph side on the right and grapple there. Go through the cave and follow the path where you will soon find an idol. Koremori is next to the idol. Next you can get 1 Lapis Lazuli as a reward if you buy from either Pot Noble wares for a minimum of 7 scales worth of items, then that Pot Noble will give you an item called Truly Precious Bait. Feed this to the Great Carp, rest, and then head to the Guardian Ape's watering hole and loot the Great Carp's body. Bring it to the attendant at the feeding grounds and then head to the Pot Noble from which you got the Truly Precious Bait and they will reward you. And finally, you get 2 Lapis Lazuli as you defeat the Demon of Hatred at the end of Ashina Outskirts at the endgame when Ashina is set ablaze. Now on to the special items that some tools require in order to complete. These tools are found only once and are only used to create one specific prosthetic tool upgrade and nothing else. First is the Phantom Kunai that is required to make the Phantom Kunai upgrade for the loaded shuriken in tier 4. You can find this item from Anayama next to the Ashina Outskirts staircase idol in the Ashina Outskirts and it costs 3000 sen to buy. Next is the Pine Resin Ember that is required to create Okinaga's Flame Vent upgrade for the Flame Vent in tier 4. You find this item in Mibu village in the Hunter Inuhiko's house's roof. To get there, teleport to the Mibu village idol and head to the village. Now there, swim across the lake to the right side and surface on the other side. Head down past the houses to the end of the road to the final house, wall jump to the roof and get the second item in the back. And finally, we have the Malcontent's ring that is required to create the Malcontent upgrade for the finger whistle in tier 5. To get this, you must first have defeated the Guardian Ape at the end of the Sunken Valley area at Bodhisattva Valley. After this, head to the Poison Pool to the Guardian Ape's burrow and defeat the Headless Ape. Unlock the idol, teleport elsewhere to reload the area, and come back to the Poison Pool to find a Shichimen warrior in the burrow. Defeat him and you are rewarded with the Malcontent's ring. As a bonus, if you are low on sen and you don't have any coin purses left, fear not, for there are a couple of locations fit for farming sen. First is that you go on a rampage at Mibu village and kill as many villagers as possible. Then at the end, pop a Mibu balloon of wealth and start looting. The second is at the start of Senpo Temple, and from there to the first building, destroy all the monks on your path. Remember that monks are instantly killed with the Divine Abduction prosthetic tool, leaving behind their loot. Pop a Mibu balloon of wealth as well. And with that, we will wrap up with the video. You now know all the locations on where to farm crafting materials and gain the resources to fully upgrade your prosthetics to the highest level. I hope this video was of help. Leave a like if it was, subscribe for more, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay vigilant, and I'll see you next time!